Hey, beautiful Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Welcome to your Tarot and Oracle reading for October 2025. This month we have a full moon in Aries in your second house of money and sense of self-worth. So a full moon brings light to things, revelations. It also brings endings or culminations, right? So in your second house, this could be about the end of a job, the end of a situation that brought you wealth, but it also could be reaching a financial milestone. And it could also be a shift in your sense of security one way or another, okay? We'll consult the cards. We'll get a little path for how your October is going to unfold. And then we'll see what strengthens you, what challenges you, and we will get some advice cards from Spirit as well. Now, before we get into your reading, just a few reminders. This reading is for your sun, moon, and rising sign. Some months you'll resonate more with one than the other. I usually resonate with my rising sign, but some months my sun sign or my moon sign really speak to me, so I recommend you watch all three for a full picture. And while I say this reading is for October 2025, timing is divine, and so are you. So if you do find this outside of time, there's probably a message in here for you, and I encourage you to watch. Now, I'm trying to grow my channel, so I appreciate if you get value here to like and subscribe. That'll help others find my videos as well. I'm using the Trick or Treat Tarot because it is October, and I will use some Halloween and Samhain themed oracle decks as well. Those will be in the description below. I've cleared your space. And now let's get into the reading. God, Spirit, Universe, please bring truth, clarity, and understanding to this reading for the Taurus family and help Taurus navigate to their highest and most blessed timeline. Thank you, Spirit. So Taurus, you're starting with the Queen of Wands. This is very bold energy, creating something, right? And I just pointing out the Queen of Wands is here at a cauldron. And then you're followed up with the Three of Cups, also at a cauldron. So this is creating something. This is setting an intention that you feel really strongly about, but that you are thoroughly engaged in the creative process of something. And it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful path that you have here, because it goes to Six of Wands, which is victory over the competition for a lot of you, right? Because right before that is the Five of Wands, competition and conflict. So it's coming out on top of something. And then you have Ten of Pentacles, which is the ultimate manifestation card. It's manifesting whatever it is that you were working on materially, with the Eight of Pentacles, a lot of work. So say if you were in business, you would, for yourself, like selling a product, you would get a lot of orders, Eight of Pentacles, like a lot of work, right? But also it could just be getting busy, like with the Ten of Pentacles, I've manifested what I need to move forward, and now it's go time, and I need to start creating. I need to start working. I need to start putting it out there. So, it's like also refining your skills and your talents, gifts, and abilities, bringing them out and showing them to the world. But there is a lot of manifestation here. Beautiful Taurus, which I like very much. So I really feel, Taurus, like this is aligning you to a higher timeline financially, clearly. Okay. And then what challenges you? You have the Hanged Man and the Hermit. So there's wisdom in these two cards. There's enlightenment in these two cards, right? So it feels like there may be a need for you to slow down, for you to tap in, tune in, turn on, to consult Spirit as you go. That may not be something that you're used to doing, or you may forget to do it, or you just may be being called to step up in that way now more. But also a closer look at these cards. The Hanged Man is in an uncomfortable position, right? So it could just be challenging for you to be put in an uncomfortable position at some point this month, to be, for some of you to have your world flipped upside down, right? Because that's what the Hanged Man is. He's looking at it from upside down. And now that's happened to me several times in the last 3 or 4 years. Like everything that I thought was true shifted, and I'm like, oh my gosh, total disillusionment, but not a terrible thing. It's just like another peel of the onion taken off, or scales from my eyes fallen off. You know what I mean? So could be that too, right? Because the Hanged Man is revelation and spiritual inspiration too, you know, like you put yourself in Hanged Man mode, and then you wait for the downloads from spirit, or whatever. So that could be something that you need to do. I really feel like in your challenge position, it's not much of a challenge, the Hermit and the Hanged Man. You know, it's like pretty good cards. It's like saying you have the ability, the capacity to be this, and you're being called to do so, you know. And another thing the Hanged Man has done is he's dropped his smartphone on the ground. So he's not plugged into the matrix, he's plugged into spirit, you know. I really feel like that's a strong message for some of you, beautiful Taurus. And the Hermit, you're this guy up here throwing candy to the children down here, right? So that's shining your light for the world to see, sharing your wisdom, sharing the wealth of your soul and your spirit to nourish other people and to guide them, you know. So for some of you, it could be difficult for you to say your words, to put yourself out there authentically, that kind of thing as well, to step up into leader role, to step up onto the stage, that kind of thing, right? So just, you know, again, not such a challenge really, you know, but it's definitely important for you, Taurus, okay? Now, what's in your favor, you have 10 of Swords and 2 of Cups. So 10 of Swords is like the death of the ego. And I think that goes beautifully with the Hanged Man energy, right? The Hanged Man energy is like the original crucifixion is what Hanged Man energy is. And the real crucifixion is your ego being crucified. It's like sacrificing a part of yourself, right? And the 10 of Swords is that ultimately that energy of like, so that energy of self-sacrifice or being uncomfortable or tapping into spiritual wisdom is both a challenge, but also a blessing. The 10 of Swords also, you know, you can see the sword going right through the heart. This could be releasing something that you, and this goes along with that disillusionment energy that I got from the Hanged Man. You know, your world is flipped upside down in some way. A relationship for some of you that you had relied on, your heart, you know, letting that go is actually a blessing for you. You know, and it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It can be any kind of relationship, but I feel like releasing that, allowing the truth, the sword of truth, because it's a sword piercing your heart, to transform that those values in you into something more aligned with you and of greater authenticity. And then you have the 2 of Cups, which works in your favor. And now this is many, many times, beautiful Taurus, this is love and romantic relationships and partnership as well. So you could have literally a partner or a loved one who helps you more at this time than they were, steps up and takes a greater role in supporting you on your path. You know, like picks up the slack when it comes to duties as well. With the 8 of Pentacles, you know, you could be busier doing something, so loved ones will step up and help to empower you to do what you need to do by doing peripheral things that were taking up your time. Now that's a very specific message, but I'm definitely getting that for some of you. But ultimately, the 2 of Cups is alignment with your higher self. And you have that here, you know, both of these are your higher self, because they're both, you can see they're both elevated above the ground as well, right? So you're called to uplift yourself, to step up, right? And to rise above earthly matters for some of you. And that brings you into alignment with your authentic truth and self. And your advice cards, you have the Tower, 2 of Swords, and Page of Pentacles. So that Ten of Swords energy, where the sword goes through your heart, you're asked to lean into that. Lean into releasing an old value and releasing something that you once relied on with your emotions. Because the Two of Swords here is an uneasy truce. It's two energies in your life that don't get along with one another. And the example I often give is having a long commute to work. So it takes a long time to get to work, a long time to get home, a full day's work. And then when you get home, you want to spend time with your family, or your loved ones need you. So your work and your family life or your home life don't get along, right? So that's what's called an uneasy truce. It's you saying, this isn't going to work for long, but for now, I can make it work. I do what I have to do right now, but eventually something's got to give, So you're being told to give, like whatever that something is that's got to give. It's time to cut it loose and to free yourself of the tower. The tower is bringing something down. For a lot of us, it's like the ultimate unmasking, We live in a tower, usually, all of us, of our own making. And that is the thing that we think is going to keep us secure and safe and protected in some way. And what it is, a lot of times, is a false sense of identity. And it's lies that we tell ourselves also. Not to get too deep, but that's what it is, right? So when the tower falls, the mighty is brought down low. And we are made naked in the light of spirituality. What comes after the tower? The star, and the star stands naked under the stars, right? So it's like releasing the things that you thought you needed, that you don't need now, that don't get along with your authentic self, your truly aligned self, So let something go. And Page of Pentacles, this is, starting whatever it is that you are thinking of starting that's going to bring you more prosperity. This is the time to do it. The page is kind of at the beginning of its path. So plant the seed, make the intention, do what you know you need to do to get started on that path, and you may be well down that path, but you may still be the Page of Pentacles because you haven't amassed a lot of education, wisdom, refinement, skills, whatever it is, right? So in a way, you're still working on yourself, and that's fine. Spirit says you're ready. Spirit says this is time to do it. I got that before. It's go time, and it is. This is as ready as you're going to be. Spirit wants you to know that. For some of you, you don't want the tower to come down because you don't think you're ready, but you are. You truly, truly are. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician, which is you with all your talents, gifts, and abilities, being able to manifest like you're a powerful magician, right? Doing magic. You are a magical being. And so I just want you to know that, and I'm saying that because I feel like with the Hanged Man and the Hermit as challenges, a lot of you don't feel that. A lot of you don't feel like a divine being, but you are, And also with this Magician, he's literally doing a magic trick. He's throwing all the cards up in the air, and whatever transpires after is going to be like a magic trick. Well, all the cards up in the air is exactly this tower energy. It's okay to get messy. It's okay to free yourself. It's okay to let go. It would be like me making tarot videos with a messy backdrop. It's a mess back there. I don't want to start making videos because I don't think I'm ready. Spirit says, oh, you're definitely ready, right? It's okay to be messy. I just really feel that Spirit is creating through you. You have the Queen of Wands and the Three of Cups, right? So that Queen of Wands is the beautiful creatrix energy. She's also very charismatic. She also is a very magical being. In fact, she is a bruja. She is a shamaness. She is a witch. And you have the magician at the bottom of the deck. Like, you can do magic. But then you have the Three of Cups, which, also is the Norns of destiny. It's the fates. It's the triple goddess Hecate. So it's destiny time. It's time. Like, it's unfolding for you. Yeah. And then you have Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. I love. So don't shrink yourself. Don't think too small. If you think that your dream is small, you're absolutely wrong. You are a divine creature, so what your intention is the intention of the universe. It's the intention of spirit. The underworld, where all things pause and begin again. So the underworld energy is the Hanged Man energy. Like, this is a pause. This is being in the chrysalis for a lot of you, so that you can be created into the butterfly that you're going to be, so that you can unfold on a higher level into a more magical self, But the underworld, can be like a real quiet space, a scary space, a dark space too. But don't worry, because this is a transformation time, and you have midnight. So speak of dark, right? Midnight, the most magical hour of all. So in that dark space, you could end up feeling, I don't know why I'm getting this message, but, could end up feeling alone. You could end up feeling scared, that kind of thing. Just know that that's the place that you need to be. That's the place that you need to be. The tower, can be really scary energy when the tower comes down. In order for your magic to unfold, like, that could be the challenge. That's why the Hermit, can be challenging, and the Hanged Man can be challenging. It's the energy of transformation itself is uncomfortable, because there's a part of us, our ego, that wants to stay the same. It's just a human impulse to want to stay the same, but spirit wants us to change, and this is change time. Then you have Healer. Listen as the medicine bleeds through her teeth, a river of mercy blessed by Mother Earth, seen only by those who hold her mirror. So this is, you could be becoming a healer, or you could be becoming healed. And if this is healing, this could be like karmic DNA level ancestral healing as well, with the Three of Cups, the Norns of destiny. I always equate them to the Judgment card, like real consequential. And you have like this medicine energy, that is truly, truly getting soul deep in you. Like, you could be a healer. Okay. But whatever it is, that Hanged Man energy is going to heal you. So lean into it. Ritual. Can you feel them? Wild creatures linked by the very blood you will spill into your craft. Linked by the a ritual of dedication to self and those whose gazes hold fire, but whose whispers carry you softly through the unknown. Your ancestors. So your ancestors are working with you. Your ancestors are helping to heal you. And as you heal yourself, you heal your ancestors. Like your ancestral, and it doesn't have to be blood ancestry either, right? Because we are a part of a spiritual tribe as well. We have a soul tribe, an energetic tribe too. And then you have elements. Remember to feel the warmth pulsing through her womb. You are a child of Mother. True harmony awaits you. And these remind me of the Norns of destiny as well, right? So, and we're talking about Mother Earth again, right? So this is like Mother Earth holding you, Mother Earth blessing you. You, whatever you're working with and manifesting, could have a lot to do with Mother Earth and medicine, like even plant medicine for a lot of you, crystals, that kind of thing. So I love this for you, beautiful Taurus. Let me know in the comments what this is all about, because it's pretty specific. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you, and I'll see you next time. Peace.